Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, I posted a video of this. I have two Stenocereus that are outside, that are budding, and then I have this one in the greenhouse. Um, this is a cutting I was rooting. I'm not sure if it has roots yet, but it's budding. I don't think it has a full root system yet. I have it in a small 5 gallon pot. I'm rooting all of these, and a lot of them have signs of growth. They have little pups coming out. The ones that are mid cuts have pups coming out. Look, all the ones that are mid cuts have pups. Um, and the ones that have tips, like this one. See, that's some new growth. So they might have roots already. This one doesn't have anything, not even buds. Um, this one either, really. I don't really see anything on this. I see a few new red spines, but this one, this one has crazy buds. Look at this. Let me see. Let me try to zoom in, get a clear shot. You see it right there, and you see everything's starting to grow. Those are all buds coming out, and down here you see a few too. You see them down there. They're kind of reddish, um, like this one. You see, so that's not an arm. That's like a bud coming out there, and it has them all around this cactus, like a crazy amount. So, um, the temperature is about to drop like 15 degrees these next few days for the nights. We're supposed to get rain tonight, and it's going to be like 38 degrees, I think, tomorrow night. So I don't know. I hope these buds stall and they stay healthy and they continue to grow in February and March when they're supposed to be growing, and not continue to grow right now because, um, yeah, I don't really have other pollen. I have some pollen that's frozen. I don't know if I gotta check what kind of pollen. Um, but it's in this greenhouse, so it's definitely a little warmer than outside. But still, they're totally out of season because of they're totally discombobulated because of the weather. It hasn't been as cold as it's supposed to be, but now we are getting some rain, which is why I put a bunch of these here inside the greenhouse. Because from my experience, when these queretaraenses don't have a full root system, they'll start to rot if they stay too wet for too long and it's too cold. So when it's really cold, it's not the substrate isn't going to dry out completely. It's going to stay moist, and that's when you get the bottom rotting. So that's why I put them in here so they don't get soaked. And if you see the ground, look at it, it's dry. You know, it's dry. But I think I probably have a little hole where there's condensation going on here, because take a look at this. There is a little bit of water up here, and that might fall on the cacti, but that's okay. It's not that much. It's going to be a few drops everywhere. But yeah, so let's see what happens. I'll make an updated video in about a month to see if these buds have grown or if they stalled. I'm really hoping they stall, that way, and they stay healthy. I've had some buds try to emerge in the past years, off season, when it's already turns into when it's well into fall and beginning of winter, and on some of those buds, by the time February came, they kind of dried out, and they didn't continue growing. They dried out. But you see, there's so many. So I'm hoping these stall and they stay healthy, because I actually did have some that did stall, and there was like two buds that they kind of stood like this, like they kind of stood like this one when it was cold, and they stayed like that for like 2-3 months, and in February they started growing. So I'm hoping that's what happens here. So we'll see. But I didn't document it the past 2 years, but this year I'm going to document it. Today is what is it? Today's January 2nd, 2024. It's we are in the dead center of winter, and it's only going to get colder. And in February and March is when these are supposed to start budding. So let's see what happens. I'll do an updated video in about a month, or if I see substantial growth, I'll make an updated video. I'll do a short, but if not, I'll wait till a month to do an updated video on this particular cutting I have here with all these buds. So we'll see. This is most of these are all different mother plants that I cut from a friend's house. This one was from a mother plant that had lots of buds this past year, and it was mother plant number 5. So that's why it has that number there. You can see most of these have numbers. See, this is number 7. This is number 7. Yeah, well, this one's number 5. And look at that. So even though it'd be awesome to see buds coming out, and if I'm able to pollinate them for them, it'd be cool to see them get fruit out of season. It's too cold for them to grow properly. They probably won't develop the flavors, and it's best to just have them stall and wait till early spring or pre-spring, and have the fruit start growing within the springtime when it's warmer, so that it tastes better and it grows properly. I'll do an updated video soon, guys. Cheers.